This is Courtney Young, and you're listening to the Penguin Business Beat. Up next is a takeaway segment. We're going to be interviewing Amber Mack, the author of Power Friending. She is an expert on starting your own social media campaign from scratch.
My name is Amber MacArthur, and I'm a social media speaker, consultant, and author of Power Friending, which is all about how to demystify social media to grow your business. The first thing I think most businesses need to do if they want to get involved in the social media space is to really understand that there are a few important rules, and I like to call those the ABCs. The first is authenticity, so the idea that you need to be as transparent as possible and as real and genuine as possible, and really engage in conversations instead of trying to pitch people. The second thing is bravery. There is a lot of noise online, 600 tweets sent out every single second on Twitter. So to stand out from the crowd, you need to do something that is original, that's creative. And the best way to come up with these ideas is to get together with your team and come up with some type of social media campaign that will really allow you to stand out from the rest of the crowd. The third rule is consistency. And the idea behind consistency is to make sure that you participate in social media on a regular basis. I like to equate this to going to the gym. If you only go to the gym once a week, you're really not going to see the results that you want. So the same applies to the social media space. Once you get your plan together and start participating on multiple sites, you want to make sure that you are participating on a regular basis. You're checking in, you're having conversations, and your customers and clients aren't there kind of waiting for you to respond. So I think those are the biggest things you need to focus on, and then you need to get your plan together. A lot of people ask me what to do if they don't have a huge budget for social media. And the great thing about social media is that so many of these tools are free, or they're just a small amount per month, that anyone can really get engaged in the social media space, whether you're a small business, medium-sized business, or large business. Now, what you want to do is you want to find someone within your company, and maybe that's you, who really is managing your social media strategy from the ground up. And that person should be very passionate about the space. That person should also be very personable and really want to connect with people online. Once you find that person and you decide what tools you want to use, remember, again, a lot of these tools are free. All it's really taking then is your time, so the effort. Some companies may not have the time to dedicate a full-time person to the job, and so maybe an hour or two a day is all you can really afford as far as participating in the social media space. And that can be okay, again, just as long as you're consistent and you're interacting on a regular basis and you always have some type of really prominent presence on the sites where you're participating in this space. A great example of a small company participating in the social media space and being very effective is Koji Korean Barbecue to Go. So this is a barbecue takeout truck that is based in Los Angeles. They actually have a few trucks around the city, and they decided to use social media to try to reach out to their customers. Now, it's very interesting because customers want to find out what their specials are for the day, what their deals are, and so Koji decided that they would use tools like Twitter and Facebook and also a blog to really engage their customer base. Now, what they've done really well is they allow people to get valuable information on Twitter. So again, I've talked a little bit about how you shouldn't always be pitching something to people, and instead provide them with content that they can use. So if you check out the Twitter feed from Koji Barbecue, you'll see that they're providing information about where their truck will be on a specific day, what type of meals they're offering on that day. So information that their fans absolutely love. If you check out their blog, they also include a lot of photos, some videos from events that they're doing. And so they've really become this great example of how social media can work on a small scale with really large results. As far as measuring the success of Koji Barbecue, one of the ways that I've really done that to figure out how successful they've been is just to see how much press they've gotten. So in the mainstream media, people love this story. They love seeing what they've done, and they've really picked up on how Koji Barbecue has used all of these social media tools. But the biggest thing that Koji Barbecue has done as far as demonstrating success is word of mouth. So people who come to their trucks and who love what they sell are sharing all of this information on Twitter, on Facebook, and all of these different websites. So that really is the best way to tell how successful they've been, because their customer base is growing. I mean, there are lineups around the block, and their customers are taking pictures of the lines. They're sending photos up to Facebook and Twitter. And so their customers are really becoming this major fan base that is helping them to promote what they do. So that is a perfect example of how social media has really worked for them.